Normal water, warm water, cold water, normal water. Where are the koi's running again now? Where do you catch koi best at Copper Lake right now with the current baits? I'm testing myself right now. I also have to first check, of course, where is something happening again now? Where the water temperature right now is normal again at Copper Lake. So normal water temperature, that's already good. That means we can now go again to Copper Lake and test anew. That means testing new flavors, testing new spots, and checking what works where, at which spot. And here at least the F1 Carp is already working right now. He just shot in here as a trophy. That's already quite a good thing. And I'm testing different flavors here right now. And yes, of course. Now the big question is, which flavor works? For that I also used a groundbait mix, but a neutral groundbait mix. In the last weeks, in the live stream, we also tested several mixes. So tested collectively, nicely in the live stream, with several anglers always the same mix, and we came to, well, some results. Can you already work a lot with it? I would say not by far. After all the tests, we at least came to the result that such a groundbait mix maybe doesn't necessarily have to be built directly according to the bait. And the huge advantage, if I now use such a neutral mix, I'm already testing here the fifth flavor and always with the same groundbait mix. So that means if I now build a mix that is maybe specifically laid out on banana, and I have completely only banana in the mix, and everything is only banana in it, well, then it's very likely that it doesn't work so well on salmon if I throw in the salmon bait, because everything at the spot is just full of banana. That should be clear. If I, however, go in here with such a neutral mix and then first test where something works with lots of different baits, I have the possibility to test the same spot for a whole hour or even longer with many different baits, and then at some point I know what works. That's how it looks right now. So I've been here about 20 minutes at the water, already testing different spots. This is now the third spot where I am right now. And I'm also not waiting extremely long, but throw out all 3 rods, test a bit, wait a little. If nothing works, if there's no reaction, well then I just move on directly. And now, here at this spot, at least there are reactions, and that's already important, and that already gives a good sign. Zach, the next one. Yes, and that now is a combination of the flavors I just tested successfully. I'm testing spice, and I'm testing salmon, and both in combination are delivering right now the Kohaku. That's already a good finding. So with the combination spice plus salmon, it delivers right now with the neutral mix, well simply, the first nice koi, or rather the second koi. A small orange ogon is also already there. Not bad at all. And as already said, also the F1 Carp here with card, by the way. That's also additionally quite nice. On combination Lux 14 with salmon corn, so pop up 14 salmon boilie and pop up corn salmon. And that delivers here now also the F1 from time to time at this spot. The whole thing is cast relatively close, only at 10 meters. So I don't want to go far out at all, but test here first in this shoreline area, down here. I already tested this front area completely, here and here. And now I just walked a few meters further, and maybe later I'll test in this area, and here again in this area. Just always walk a few meters further. You can see here where something looks a bit, right? Look here, such a spot looks directly like there are fish already, so you can just throw in and test. If you, of course, have a fitting groundbait mix, and we'll look at that now first. So first the setup, 3 different combinations, always the same nicely with a size 1 hook, relatively normal for the water. Then with smaller boilies, we don't want the very big fish right now, but just 15, 16 boilies, completely enough. And then here, the different spice mix here, so spice ice as corn and hot devil. And the second setup, as already said, with 14 salmon boilie, or salmon corn and salmon as dip. And the third combination with the Kohaku just rebuilt, because both worked. Salmon worked, spice worked. So both worked. Therefore now in combination spice with salmon as corn, and then again, hot devil, and then we'll see how it continues here. What hasn't worked so far is, for example, pineapple, or coconut and cream also hasn't worked. Despite all, it's worth it to always test other flavors. Maybe at some point a flavor comes out where the frequency is better, where maybe more rare kois go in. You always have to test that. As for the ground bait mix, it's built like this. I think I can also show it again. Here, exactly. That's the combination. Vanilla is still missing here. Why this ground bait mix? We tested the original standard carp mix at this water, and that in the live stream with many anglers, and came to a very, very good result with the original mix. However, this mixed feed here, this mixed feed bag that you can buy at Windenbach as basis, is even more interesting. And that also especially for koi's, because we have a variety of different flavors in it. And this variety of flavors we also always find in descriptions for food for koi's. So if you inform yourself on the internet how a koi food mix looks or what koi's like to eat, you always get the info that they eat a super wide range of flavors, from vegetables to fruit, from sweet to mussel-like. So there are very, very many flavors they eat. And here, as said, you can recognize it somewhat. Maybe you can even read Russian, then you see it maybe better with the phone. If you let it translate, it's hard to read. The letters are a bit blurry, but some info comes out. So that as basis. And then we also have how the original mix is built. So corn and maggot, that's original, just like vanilla at the bottom. That's original carp mix. Additionally, I added rice and also a nut mix. So an extra fatty factor, making the mix a bit richer. And so now we have nicely different flavors. All in all, however, everything in direction carp, plus this mixed feed, which spreads very wide. So this ground bait mix I also made now in large quantities because I'll keep testing it and keep trying it together with different baits because it actually works really well, especially for testing. And here it continues right away. Very good. Can also keep running. I'm curious what still goes in here. Oh yes, what else nice comes in? Gladly more of the rare koi's. That's how the net can gladly keep looking. Looks already really good. Yes, and all of this here clipped at 10 meters. So directly out again. That one was completely on Spice now. And I'm really curious how this continues. And if it works well, I'll later also go in here with bigger boilies. Then of course the frequency goes down, but maybe then you catch a much bigger koi. That's it, off to Copper Lake, and just test yourself. And also gladly share in Discord what worked best for you. Link to the Discord is under the video, and otherwise leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, helps me a lot. And then we'll see each other in the next video. Until then, tight lines.